Today we'll talk about the cost startup optimization architecture is seen by the CSO. When you talk about security with your boss will ask you that if we want to secure our system, what should we do? They have a theory that we need to concern. I think that in this room we know that technology, process, and people. But to secure the system, what do you think what is more difficult to secure the system? From my experience, if you want to secure your system, you can buy a lot of things. You can write a security standard and process in your organization, but you cannot control people. Such as you bring your own device in your organization. It's very difficult. But the most thing is very difficult is how to convince your CIO or CEO that bring your own device to your organization is very dangerous. It's very difficult because they don't understand that just only bring my iPhone to my office, what is dangerous for our IT system. So, because we are at CSO, we need to find some way to talk to them. For example, just like a joke, if you bring your own device, it's the same as you bring your own device to your organization. It's really dangerous. And then our CEO understand what you mean, and then we ask for money to do a process and everything. We can get it. The cause of a security problem, we have a technology that, you know that technology change every day and every month and every week. Yeah, it's very difficult to patch all of your system in your organization. If you bring something like your iPhone to your organization, you cannot patch your system or your iPhone. Yeah. About the process, they have a lot of process in your organization that you need to set, such as design your system for security. You need to do some kind like audit, such as you need to implement ISO 27001, and this year they have the update edition. So you need to do it again. For the people, the gentleman before me said that to recover the problem, you need to have education. Because our user is, they have lack of knowledge, lack of commitment and good communication. And the most dangerous thing is human error. We cannot control your human error in the organization. So we need to make our boss understand about the assets, leak, treatment, and threat. If they know the cycle of this thing, such as how many assets you have, what is the threat of your organization, and your vulnerability, and how you find the control to control all of these things. I think that is a very important thing that you need to make your CIO, CEO, CFO, everything in your organization know about this thing before you implement information security in your organization. If not, they will have a problem. This is a big feature of information security. We need to secure our asset, confidentiality, availability, integrity by using a lot of technology and processing. What is the qualification of your CSO? In my experience, I think that CSO need to understand all technology. At least, you need to be a person that if your CIO, CFO, everything in your organization don't know everything, just call me. I can answer all of the technology problem is that you can be a real CSO in your organization. You need to have experience in IT incident response, because when they have incidents occur in your organization, you need to be a person who answer the problem, solve the problem, talk to the media, and convince to the CAO, CFO to solve the problem. We need to understand the concept of crime. So CSO need to have knowledge in law enforcement too. You need to understand risk management, VCP, DRP, IT audit, and you need to know about the technology such as penetration test, firewall, PKI, VPN, everything. At least you need to have your ability to convince all of your staff and the big staff as your boss. If not, you cannot solve the problem in your organization. Tip and tip for CSO insider. First thing is make sure that the top management understand the security. If the top management don't understand the security, there will be a big problem, and you need to do a lot of things, a lot of time to do awareness with them. If you can't, I have experienced that if you cannot convince your CEO or CFO because you are his staff, that find somebody outside your organization that bigger or on the position the same as your CEO to convince them. If the first step is not success, it's really difficult to drive the information security in your organization. You need to get the why from the user before you define the system. Many times, when you deploy the system, the thing that you think that it is quite good, many times the user don't want. Such as in the banking security, sometimes it's very difficult to use a token. Maybe you need to require only one token is not enough because the hacker can crack just only one token. You need two tokens. But the business don't like. They want just only very easy for user to use one token. That is problem. So you need to convince them, or you need to talk with the user before you implement information security solution. You need to select a solution compared with your team performance. Sometimes you just focus on only the technical, but don't know that your staff have ability to implement the solution or not. And important thing is tell your staff every time you install the system, don't default install and keep on OS identity. It's very important for the CSO. Don't implement the solution alone. Do with your user. Because sometimes that your user says that when you have a problem, call the IT staff or call the CSO to help them. You need to make them understand that how difficult you implement the solution for them. And you train the user all things you know and need to do the same work. Because if you not tell the user that all things you know, you need to do the same work many times, again and again. And one thing is very important, I think that is for Asian country, for the country that not use English as a national language. In Thailand, you need to do all documents in your own local language. And don't forget to do after service and visit your user. That is very important. The rule of security. Security is inverse with the convenience. If you do a lot of security, it's not convenient to your user. And when you pay for the security, you pay 100%, you cannot 100% security. You need to talk with your CEO and CFO. This is a risk management access. You need to do time to time and all to once again and again. My series also slogan: process your work as a machine and talk like human language. It's a very big problem because IT people, they talk about technical a lot, and the CEO and CFO don't understand. Don't talk about a lot of data information too much. Make them understand what you want to say. The last slide is CSO rule shipping to the leader. I have experience because I was sent to the new company called TNET. It's a startup company, a consulting company. In my experience, if you are CSO and want to be CEO, MD, or in the future, first thing, because we know a lot of technology, we know a lot of engineering. One thing we have, you need to know about the vision, mission, and strategic plan. This is an important thing if you want to be a leader. You need to write your own security policy or your policy organization. You need to know about the risk management, not only in security area, just all over your organization risks. And you need to know the future of technology. If you don't know, just wait until this evening. There we have a section, right, from our CEO that they have the next trend of technology in year 2020, right, in this evening. You need to prepare for a proposal. You need to deal with vendor, how to buy the thing in the cheapest price. It's the thing that CSO never have an experience before, and you need to talk to the media. Sometimes when your system is down or you have some people hacking your system, how to talk to the media and make the media comfortable that your system is still be safe. That is very important. You need to create your incident response team and know the opportunity when the thing happens. Sometimes when the hacking case, such as the big case in the world, such as the WikiLeaks or the Snowden, Mr. Snowden that have a big case in the world, you need to catch up this kind of opportunity to make your business. And the last one that I think is important is you need to take balance with TPM. Before we have TP, right? Theory, process, and people. If you want to be a CEO, CFO in the future, you need to change from people to money. That's all of my presentation. Thank you.